Officially ready to start, yeah?
Yeah.
Hooray.
Well, then officially welcome everyone. This is the edit point for starting our actual recording.
Yeah, thank you for having us. All right.
And thank you for your patience with my idiocy.
Yeah. All
And
right.
mine too.
Okay. So welcome everybody. We are soon to get started here. I'd like everyone to just go around the table. We'll start from my perspective with purple and go clockwise around the table. I'd like you just to introduce yourself and the character you're playing, and then just tell us very briefly a little bit about your character.
Okay, I'm Shadowwind, or Dave Schultz. I've got Rumble, who is a very new superhero in that he only came into being as a super about 2 weeks ago. And he's out, doesn't know anything about this whole... He's kind of got talked into doing this superhero thing because he didn't look 10 feet tall 2 weeks ago. So this is his first adventure out and about. He was a construction worker
in the middle
before
of his
this.
origin story.
Yep. And so he's out trying to be a superhero, but he doesn't know exactly what to do yet.
All right, cool. So his basic powers that people might see initially, what would they be? Just the obvious stuff.
He's the size of a car.
Okay.
He is wearing armor plating. And he's got arms that are bigger than most people.
So he's huge.
He is huge. He's basically taken kind of off of a juggernaut appearance. Hence the model.
All right, so let's move around the table. Teniki.
My name's Phantom Mouse or Taniki or Ron. My character's name is Warp. He's a private eye who was also a martial artist and teleportational mutant. He's been working the streets as a private investigator for a while now, but he's only been a couple years to his powers.
All right. Rampage. Are you muted? Okay, we'll skip Rampage, move on. Anaraka.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, are you back? Okay.
Yeah, I was fiddling. I am playing Sandcrab. He is in a secret identity, a scientist that always wanted to be a superhero, invented a nano serum that he injected into his bloodstream, and it builds a nanite skin tight suit. It's basically the original idea was for him to be a search and rescue unit, so he has tunneling, and he's really good at rescuing people that are in burned buildings or underground, things like that.
Okay, Anaraka.
Amarak.
Oh, Anorak CA. I get it. Right? Okay. Okay, well, he must have stepped away for a sec. Let's move to Lichter.
Okay, I'm Lichter, first name John. My character is Carl Thorson, publicly known to be Kinetic Rescue. He's been doing fairly high-profile search and rescue and superheroics. There's a good chance you've read a attack piece on him by a unwanted journalist.
Okay.
So he's got public identity. He's known for essentially being able to see around corners and telekinesis.
Cool. Anorak, are you back?
I am back.
Okay. Amarak CA.
Amaraka. Amarak CA, that is correct. The CA is for Canada.
I know. I just figured that out. Because otherwise, I was like, "Why are you doing the K and the C backwards? What's up with that?" And now it makes sense. All right.
Okay,
Tell us about
so-
you.
I always read it as Amorica, like kind of like America, but weird. So okay.
So my username, Amarak, is from a Farley Mowat book from ages ago. It's an Inuit word that means wolf being, and was my first character. I added the CA because whenever I would try to put Amarak into other areas, it would always come up with something
Gotcha.
strange. So that's why I added the CA. So my character's name is Toxin. My name is Sean. My character's name is Toxin, and I'm a Spider-Man wannabe. Rip-off, clone, whatever you want to call it. However, I don't have web slinging. I do have an entangle based on toxins.
Cool.
And that's it.
Hey, Lichter, what was your character's name again?
Toxin.
No, I'm sorry, Lichter.
Kinetic
His
Rescue.
full name is Carl Thorson. Hero name, Kinetic Rescue.
That's right. Sorry. I should know that.
You should.
I need to absent myself for a minute or so. I will be right back.
Okay, very good. All right. So, very quickly, I want to go back around the table again in the same order, and I want you to tell me your character is doing something that is pretty typical of the kind of thing that they normally do during the day, or not. Yeah, let's just say it's going to be midday, and it's something your character is normally doing during midday. I want to hear what that is. So let's start again with Shadowwind.
Okay.
What's Rumble
Mike,
doing in the middle of the day?
mostly hiding out because he really hasn't come out public yet. So he's probably sitting on the construction site in a kind of hidden area, watching television, probably sports of some sort.
Okay. Warp.
Probably working on a case in my office, doing some computer research.
Okay.
But
Sand Crab.
Now that I've retired from my normal job and I get to be a hero full time, I'm probably having coffee, reading the news at a nice cafe somewhere, sitting on a sidewalk chair and table, and sipping my espresso and waiting for crime to happen that I might be able to stop.
Where are you again? Sipping
espresso.
at home?
No, at a coffee shop.
Okay, so you're at a cafe somewhere. Okay.
He's at Starbucks.
Yeah,
Where's,
probably not.
Where's Toxin?
So I'm a taxi driver. So my character's name is Russell Anders, and I'm a taxi driver. So I would probably be on a shift somewhere.
Okay. And where's Kinetic Rescue during the day? Is he not back?
John.
He's not back yet. Okay. Okay, so Rumble, you're watching TV, kind of hanging out inside of a shipping container that was delivered on site, and you've kind of rigged it up so you can see what's going on, outside, but it's kind of not. It's kind of out of the way, and at this construction area, that the construction has been kind of on hold, so it seems like a good place for you to hang out and not attract a whole lot of attention while you try to figure out what you're going to do about being as big as a car. There's a knock at the container door. Maybe your television was too loud. What do you do?
Oh, there's only one person I know of that really knows I'm here, so I'll go answer. I'll go look outside.
Okay. So you open the container door, and there is a man standing there with sunglasses on, very clean cut, wearing a black suit, black tie, and he's got a very all business look on his face. And
point at him, go Coulson.
Exactly.
I nearly used that mini.
He looks at you and he says, "So, superhero, huh?"
Haven't done anything yet. Not bad person either, but just haven't done anything yet.
You look a little, and you are, by the way, kind of having to bend over, right? Inside this big shipping container. He says, "Would you like to step outside?"
I'm not scared.
I'd like a word with you, if you don't mind.
All right. I'll kind of motion for him to back up a little bit as I step out.
He does.
And I'll step outside and stand up. I'll look around, make sure nobody's really looking.
Okay.
Are there other people like him out there?
You don't see anybody else out there.
They're hiding.
That wouldn't be hard for me. So I'll reach down to shake his hand.
Okay.
With this thing that's the size of, huge.
He kind of holds his hands up a little bit in kind of a, cautious, almost like a push gesture, like he could push you with both hands, but just holds him up cautiously in the back, and he goes, "That's okay. Name's Jones. What's your name?"
Mike. You can call me Mike.
Okay, Mike. And then the scene changes to warp. You're in your office, and there is a knock on the door.
Save what I was doing and close the screen, and then get up and answer it.
Okay, so you go to your door, typical frosted glass doorway with your name, emblazoned on the front. You open the door, and outside there is a single person standing a few feet back from the door. He has his hands behind his back, and he very businesslike. He's wearing sunglasses, even though it's a hallway, building hallway, one of those plain white, drywall hallways, and he's standing there. Black suit, very nice tailored suit, but black suit, black tie, white shirt, sunglasses. Could be, a secondary cast in the next MIB movie. And he says, "Warp, is it?"
Come in here.
Okay.
Close the door behind me.
He walks in.
Close the door behind me. How do you know this?
He looks around the office. He takes a close look at your little certificate that you have framed on the wall. He looks over at the magazine. He's kind of walking, and he sees there's a couple of chairs you have, where people can sit down, and he looks at the magazines on the table next to it, flips a few pages, turns to you with a very nonchalant look in his face, and he says, "So, why'd you go in the superhero business?"
I want to be able to help people. Superheroes help people.
Gotcha.
There's only so much I can do as a PI. It's also why I didn't become a cop. Too many rules.
Not one for rules. Got it.
It restricts how much you can help somebody.
Please, have a seat. I'd like a word with you.
I sit behind my desk. Motion to one of the seats that's on the other side.
Good. Name's Smith, and he sits down across from you.
I'm assuming you want to hire me for something?
The scene changes to Sandcrab in a cafe sipping espresso. He's looking one way down the street, and he hears the chair move across the table from him. He turns and he looks, and helping himself to sit down at the table next to you, you guessed it, a clean-cut, dark-haired man wearing dark sunglasses, black suit, black tie. He
greetings, son. Yeah, sure. Have a seat there. I was just gonna get myself a second coffee. Something for yourself.
So, exactly how do you get into your armor?
Shh. Rex Miller looks around to make sure no one overhears. On the DL, sir. Is there anybody nearby?
Yeah, there's people talking. There's two ladies at a table not far away. They don't seem to pay any attention to you.
Some discretion there, son. Let's go for a walk. My bill's already paid here anyway.
Well,
He'll stand up.
no, please have a seat. It'll make things easier for you.
Certainly. Okay. Is he being quiet about it?
Yeah, he's not loud. He's very, very casual.
All right.
But he's not like being overly discreet. He's just very casual.
It's a trade secret. You can't tell people things like that. And who are you anyway?
Well, let me get to
I
that.
don't want to start on the wrong foot. I'm Rex Miller. And who are you?
Anderson.
Oh, Mr. Anderson. Nice to meet you. Have you had breakfast yet?
Yes. Now, I'd like to have a word with you.
Certainly. Is this the appropriate place to have a word?
Sure.
Excellent.
And the scene changes. A taxi pulls up next to the sidewalk. A man in a black suit gets into the back seat.
Where are you heading to, sir?
Just down the street. I'll tell you where to stop.
Okay. It's your dollar.
So, toxin, is it?
I have danger sense. Is my danger sense going off?
No. What's your danger sense roll?
14 or less.
Nice.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
You're in the big city, so it goes off all the time.
I know.
So he's no, you don't seem to be in danger. He says, "Why?" So you've pulled out into the traffic and you're going down the street. He says, "That's when he says warp, and you almost swerve into another lane."
Toxin.
Toxin. Sorry, yes. and so you almost leave the lane, looking in the rearview mirror to see who this guy is. He's just got dark sunglasses on, dark hair, clean cut. And he says, "Yeah, just pull over right here. I'd like to have a word with you."
Well, what if I wanted to just keep driving and we can just talk that way?
It's probably safer if you pull over.
For me or you?
For you, I think.
Interesting.
I mean, well, you do have airbags, so maybe that's okay.
So I'll pull over.
Okay. Yes, I'd like to have a word with you. Meanwhile,
Scene change.
swipe across the screen. Kinetic rescue. What's he doing?
He has a
Oh, you
Small
didn't give me a
office.
name for
He-
my guy.
He is.
You didn't
he
ask.
That's true.
He has a contact office since he's kind of subsidized, so he actually has an office for his public identity. So
Okay,
that,
but
you know,
what's a typical thing? You were away when we asked everyone else. What's a typical thing your character might be doing in the middle of the day?
if he's not actively doing first response, he'd be at his office reading up on supers and various professional techniques.
So, as a first responder, this is mostly medical. You're talking about you get people to the hospital quickly, that sort of thing.
He's primarily search and rescue with paramedic training.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's say that you have just taken someone to the hospital, and you are just getting ready to leave the hospital. And as you step out through the doors,
Okay, let's see. Sign the release form.
you are yeah. So you are you just step out onto the sidewalk. The automatic doors open up. You step outside, and to the right, standing there, not even leaning up against the wall, just standing there in a casual stance, is a man in a black suit. Very nice, tailored black suit, black tie, white shirt, clean cut, dark hair, dark glasses.
50 to the dime down on Wall Street, sort of thing.
Yep.
The discreet power suit sort of thing.
Like an Agent K, right?
Yeah.
He says, is that Mr. Rescue or Kinetic or
Thorson. Carl Thorson. I've made no secret of my name.
He has a public ID.
Would you be willing to step over here for a minute so I can have a word with you?
Sure. Just be advised that I am on call, so if an emergency pops up, I may need to respond.
No problem.
From your parents, I'm presuming that you'll want something discreet?
No, not necessarily. I suppose it depends on where this conversation goes.
Oh. Let us begin, then.
So you step off to the side a little bit. There's still kind of a good measure of sidewalk and some bushes and stuff. And he just casually steps aside, and then he stops and turns to you. So you're now 20, 30, or 40 feet away from the actual doors and any traffic going in and out of there. And he says, So, why superhero?
I can't stand idly by. If I don't act with my gifts, I feel that if someone dies that could have been gotten to medical help faster, there's some. I hold myself to a standard for a little social responsibility, the social contract. People should help.
And then all of a sudden, everything goes dark. For all of you.
No matter where we are?
Ooh, that looks fun.
Place your characters over by the red and yellow players' positions. at that side of the board.
Orange and yellow?
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
I don't have permission to move my character.
I hereby grant you permission. So what do you mean you don't have permission? What character is that?
It's orange, whatever it is.
Oh, you don't have
when his character was being set up.
No, just use this one right here. It's locked. It's probably just locked. So just use that guy right there, because the other one's witchcraft. That doesn't make sense for you for warp. So you can use that guy. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, for all of you, everything goes dark. All of a sudden, it's very unexpected. And in the middle of a conversation with this man in the black suit. And then your eyes open.
Very cool.
Before anybody has a chance to see me, I'm going to reach back and pull my mask over my face.
Okay.
No tech activation?
You are each in your respective identities. As a matter of fact, I'm going to move you over here. And I'm going to move you over here. Big dude. And let's have you here.
So we're in our normal identities, or we're in our hero
you are
identities?
in your hero identities.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I am known for not having a particular outfit that I wear when I'm heroing.
You're in a Speedo.
Oh no!
Well, whatever you normally wear when you're heroing, that's what you look like now. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, if you would like, you can right-click on your mini, and under toggles, if you want your character to currently just track your movement and tell you the distance you're moving, so you know if you can move 20, then it'll track your 20. If you don't know where that is, you right-click and under toggles, choose Measure Movement, and then that will do that for you. As you pick your character up and move it, it'll drag a line behind you, a measure tool, and tell you how far you're moving. Okay?
Okay.
So I think what I will do is
It's not working so well. If I pick it up and move it, the measure keeps resetting to 0.
I don't get anything at all when I click on that.
I think yours was set. Did you unset it?
For Toxin?
Yeah, no, it's on. Huh.
It's on, yeah.
I mean, I get whenever I
works
click
for
on my
me.
model, it does the measuring. I get the little measuring tool, but then I move him and I get a little line, and then it disappears.
Yeah,
and resets
I can
back
see
to
it
0.
doing it. Yeah, I can see it doing it.
Could be because he's bigger than one space.
Or
See if he shrinks down if it still does that.
does Rumble do that? No, Rumble still measures okay, and he's huge.
Well, Rumble's the one that's having problems doing that. So, yeah, I can't move my own guy, and now see, I can measure off of what you just did.
Okay.
But when I go
the
to
issue
move,
that I'm seeing is that it toggles from the grab, which is F1, to the measure, which is F4.
You won't believe this. I can't move my character again.
Hit F1 and try picking him up.
Oh yeah, F1, because you have to switch back to. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll notice the same thing is happening with Kinetic Rescue, and he's at default scale.
Let me see. Let go of Mr. Rescue. All right.
Yeah, mine's a little buggy too.
So it should switch when you switch to the measuring tool, and then when you let go again, it switches back to your hand.
It doesn't.
Your pointer.
It's not, yeah.
It just stays at the ruler.
Yeah, it does not drop back to the hand.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And it doesn't stretch the ruler either for some reason.
Is that something that should be set on the controller? Like, can I go to the controller? 'Cause I can't see
it's a
anything
game
at all.
level thing. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Right.
It's interesting because if I do it, I mean, I've got the toggle. If I go to do it, I get the distance, and then my character moves to it, but I can't tell how far I actually moved.
Yeah, I see that as you're trying to do it, but if I pick it up, it works
Right. It
for
looks
me.
like it's working fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. At the moment, it's working fine for me, but as soon as I try a second move, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's working for me.
Interesting.
After the GM touched it?
Oh no! Even after he touched it, it wasn't working, and now it is. Well, except now. Okay, let me go back
so
to the
now
grab.
the behavior is if you are pointing at it, it wants to kind of be like if you just click on your mini and you don't move it, it acts like you held the tab key down. So it's using that measure tool. So it's not. That's interesting. Well, all right. So we're going to go here and then here.
Yeah, my version works better.
Yeah. But this is what we have to deal with until.
Yeah. What we have, we need to use until the better arrives.
That's right. We just have what we have.
Yeah.
Well, you can just switch to measuring with the ruler, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can always do that.
That's what I'll have to do.
That's what I'm going to wind up doing.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So this is very interesting, but I don't know any of these people. Is my danger sense going off now?
Yeah, do you have your sound turned up on your system?
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard the voice, but it wasn't very loud.
It wasn't distinct.
I only heard thunder.
So let's see. Maybe you have music turned down in your sound. Let's see.
Yeah, my sound is about 50%. It was pretty quiet.
MP3 volume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is 2, and I even have my audio turned down, but I can hear it okay. All right, here we go. Once more.
So, you think you have the power. You think you are capable. You think you have the DNA. We shall see.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. From the sky.
So was my frantic awareness going off when that happened?
Yes, your danger sense is screaming at you right now. It really doesn't like you a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the sky, in front of you, a metallic, armored creature, perhaps humanoid, falls down from the sky and lands in front of you in one of those very classy Hollywood 3-point, landings.
Landing.
What's that?
The ones that are
Superhero
supposed
landing.
To
Yeah,
be, the ones that are supposed to be murder on the knees.
exactly. So he lands right here in front of you. It's some distance away, but you might be able to see him, maybe not. You saw him come from the sky where the lightning was cracking and stuff like that. So
Okay.
we are now in 12. Oh, I guess I need to have this moved over so I can push 12. Okay.
I am making sure that
Should we be on spades
My-
as well?
reinforcement is up.
Oh, that's interesting. Breno, you can see warp is still stuck in red. Oh, maybe we never cleared it. That's probably why. Okay. Here we go.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're on there. And now you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, if you drag that little thing up, you'll see the speed chart for everybody. So you can see where you're up in your turn.
Where?
Down at the
speed
bottom
chart's
right.
Not showing up.
The turn
I think
viewer?
I think
No,
we
I
have to
don't-
be in spades for that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. Never mind then. That's not even a tool I use. All right. That should be a hearts thing. You should put at least, Breno, make that so players can see that so they know when their turn comes up, maybe. All right.
I think
Yeah,
the idea is to
yeah.
not have it there so that they can't plan ahead, like, knowing, oh, this person's
Oh.
acting next and all that.
I'd like to see them on deck so we're not wasting time for them going, oh, it's my turn? Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. I think I want to... Right. So... All right.
Have you noticed everyone wants different things?
Yeah.
Everyone does want different things, but what I want is more important.
It counts.
That's right. All right.
Jim,
Yeah.
see the arrow to the right of non-combatants? The downward pointing arrow or the triangle in your turn
yes.
controller?
Yeah.
Click on it.
Okay. Was that bothering you to have that open?
No, it just makes it. No, that's the up arrow. The downward, that's it. There you go. Just gives you more screen estate.
Yeah.
Somebody
right.
needs to promote Taniki too, because he's not been promoted.
Yeah.
Does it need to be promoted?
Well, everyone else is.
What?
That was mostly for getting miniatures out
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff, so you could unpromote us if you really wanted to.
Yeah. Just, behave. All right.
Good
Sandcrab.
world.
We're at Dex 23. I guess you and Toxin can roll off if you want. Actually, Toxin should go first because he's speed 7.
Go ahead.
There's something interesting in your turn order. I think Toxin should go first because he's a higher speed.
Yeah, it should be speed, then dex, then either int or
Yeah.
whatever the third one is.
We used to just roll off, Dex roll off or whatever when it was tied. But in this case, Toxin is speed 7, Sandcrab speed 5. So I would just say at Dex 23, Toxin goes first because he has a higher speed.
Okay, I'm going to leap from where I am to over here.
Okay. Do you have accurate leaping?
No.
Just for everyone's information, that initiative order is based upon what it says in the book about using, I think it's intelligence as the secondary stat, and then presence. So I think it checks them all in order from memory.
Here, wait. Let me look at these character sheets and see what they're I can't do that. Never mind.
Yeah, well, you got rid of them, didn't you?
Just being a smart ass. Don't worry. Just ignore me. All right. So you need to roll to hit that square, sir. That
Okay.
little hex.
So just a quick roll. 3 dice 6.
No, to hit. It's got a DCV of 3.
Oh, okay.
Straight
Plus
to hit roll.
Plus
whatever-
range modifier, so you need to put the range modifier in.
Okay. So the distance was 30. Minus 4.
So you hit it exactly. Or it looks like.
Well, you missed it that time. But the first roll you did, you would have hit OCV 7, which means minus 4 would have been 3. So you would have hit it. All right, so you're there. Good. Is that a full move?
It's a leap, so I think it is.
Well, you can half
Leaping?
move a leap, but...
It's more than my half.
Oh, okay. All right, very good. So, Sand Crab. Done. Toxin.
Sand crab has not gone yet.
So Toxin went.
Oh, sorry, sand crab.
It's okay.
I guess we're gonna follow the wise, all of the wisdom found in this turn controller.
Yeah, which exists just to tell you when people go.
All right.
Okay.
So sand crab.
I'd like to make it to the side of this boulder. If I think that's a fair amount of movement, it looks like maybe it's a. There's 3 inches to the edge of the boulder, and then maybe just 3 inches down. And then it's 10 inches to the boulder. It's a total of 16, and then maybe to finish my half move, which is 23 on flight. Or 22, 21. So can I be like maybe 3 or 4 inches up on the side of this boulder right here? Is that fair with you?
Okay.
All right. I'll move my mini in a minute.
You can use the Pythagorean calculator built into the distance check to calculate that if you want to know exactly.
Okay.
You may have a spot on your mini HUD for altitude. You may want to click your altitude in on that.
Okay.
Oh, listen. How'd you do that?
He's
cheating.
Yeah, he's using the move tool, the gizmo.
All right.
Ah.
And then I will delay, and I'll say, "Greetings, and where exactly are we? And who did you say you are?"
I did not say.
Well, could you?
All right. He looks at you, and his eyes on his metallic face mask glow red with little tiny dots of red, for pupils, perhaps.
All right. Well, he hasn't attacked me yet.
No.
So I'll delay. See what he does.
Oh, you're going to delay. So how can we go back? Brennel, can I back up on the turn?
Why? Who were you just moving? Who was that going then?
Sandcrab. They went in.
Okay. No. What you should always do is wait for the player to finish what they're telling you before you click the tick.
We did Toxin first, so that's the problem.
Okay, so what you should have done is put Sandcrab on hold. So he's holding his turn, done Toxin's turn, and then release Sandcrab back to his.
Yeah. What I should have done. My life is full of shouldas.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Just play it out as you are now.
Just never say that around your wife.
All right, Warp. What do you want to do, buddy? Oh, I see. He's measuring his movement. All right.
How do I do the arrowhead pointing down so I know where to teleport to?
Oh, hit tab. The tab
key.
Tab key. Oh, the other thing you can do here is here's some good advice. Grab a die and use that as your placeholder for where you want to go. So you can drag that and put it where you want it to be. So you guys can do that too. Grab just a die out of your dice bag and use that to plan where you're going to go. You can then measure to the die from your character. That's what we have to do until Brennel gets around to releasing cool stuff for us.
Hey, that was in my video.
That's a half move. It just tipped over. How do I write myself?
Hit
F.
Yeah, F to flip it. There you go.
And then I'm going to activate my reflexive dodge.
Okay. All right. So that's a full move then?
Half move.
Okay. All right.
Which one's end? Green or orange?
On the bars?
Sorry?
Be the bottom one.
Yeah.
Body, stun, endurance. Well, yeah.
Red, amber, green. Traffic lights.
Okay. And that's my
Okay.
turn.
All right.
So I don't know how to mark it, but I'm solid right now. Except for area attacks.
What
Okay.
you can do is on your character under statuses, change your status to custom. That's under combat, the combat tab.
All right. So this creature,
The robot?
robot, he turns and his one of his eyes shoots a red beam out of it and finds its way up the.
Abort the dodge.
Who's aborting?
I have a delay. I'm going to abort the dodge.
Yes. Okay. Good. Because the targeting finds you, and what's your DCV now?
What is dodge worth in
Plus
60?
plus 3.
Unless you
Unless
have
it's
martial dodge.
No, martial
I don't.
dodge is plus 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think,
plus
I think
3.
that's correct. So.
And you can
that goes
always
to-
look on your character sheet under maneuvers and find dodge and mouse over. Oh, but
Really?
it's not in there.
I was going to say, I didn't see that. Right. So anyway, so that would put me at 10.
Second page down. So right click to jump to the top, and then one page down.
Right click, jump to the top.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah, on the arrow.
Every
up
time
arrow.
you push down on the arrows, it goes a page. That's what it is. I was
Yeah.
thinking it was moving
Okay.
down one at a time.
In
There
what
you go.
section of the character sheet?
Maneuvers.
Under
Maneuvers?
maneuvers, yeah. So every time
There's-
you click an arrow to the right, it goes down a whole page. There's 9 pages. So it's on page
Don't have that.
2.
Don't have that. There's only maneuvers, movement.
Keep scrolling down through menu. Do you have maneuvers? Have you
Yeah.
opened the maneuvers tab?
Skill rolls, maneuvers. You click on maneuvers,
I see. Got it, yes.
and at the top is block, brace, and set, and then you hit the down arrow, and then you got disarm, dodge, and grab. And then you hit the down arrow, and you got grab by, haymaker, and move by.
Dodge, got it. So you
If you
just put
hover
a,
over it, it tells
So
you what that particular effect is for that maneuver.
gotcha.
So
So
it's the way I look at it quickly.
So do you put a 3 in there or in the box?
There is. I don't. No, because that
You
just
don't roll-
adds 3. There's nothing to roll for dodge.
All right, great. So then
It's just
3.
there for reference.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I understand. So 10 is the DCV.
All right. So he misses, and wait. I lied. He actually
lie.
hits.
You may lie.
Yeah, he hits DCV 6, and since he's hitting the 1 meter area around you, it hits.
Ah,
So can he change his abort to dodge to a dive for cover instead?
Well, he called dodge, which is good. That would have been the right thing to do. But in this case, you're going to look at 36 stun, 10 body.
ow.
You're not pulling any punches there, Jim.
No, he doesn't know how. Automatons just don't do that very well. Pulling punches. What is that nonsense? Okay, so... And,
So was that the Punisher over here that just got shot at?
Is there any knockback on that?
That was Sand Crab.
Oh, Sand Crab. Where's Sand Crab at?
He's on the side
He's
of
up on
the
the
side of the rock there.
Is there any knockback on that?
What we're looking for next. So a quick roll. We're going to roll 2 dice. Yep.
Okay.
1 inch.
So it'll knock me off the boulder.
Yes.
I'll use position shift to land.
Okay. Does that require a skill roll?
Let me check.
Nice. I like how he's flump. Perfect.
No, it does not.
Okay.
So
Very
I guess
good.
that would be about maybe right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I don't think 4 dice would make a big difference in your
It'll bounce.
position shift. You land on your feet, so you don't take any extra.
Correct.
Okay. All right, good deal.
Remember that I was considered flying, so the knockback should have been possibly more
Oh yeah, it'd be -1 die.
instead of 2, right?
So, give me a number between 1 and 10.
7.
All right. So that leaves a roll of 3. So yes, that would be 7 inches of knockback.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Or
6,
inches.
7.
Did I say inches? 14 meters.
I like
Sorry.
it. Inches. 5E forever.
Yeah, well, you have to forgive me. I played probably almost a decade of 4E and then didn't play and then picked up 6th edition. And so,
Pretty much where I'm at too.
yeah.
Yeah, no edition was.
No. It's all a good game. I just have to remember to flip over to meters on everything. Someone did a find then replace in the rule book for inches and said meters.
You want to roll 7 dice? You want to roll 7 dice against me?
Okay.
You have a chance. You have a chance to do some stun.
All right. Here we go.
Or does the position shift negate it?
Well, I don't know because
I
I don't
think
know
it does.
position
It
shift. So
just lets me land on my feet, but I still take the damage. It's not acrobatics.
okay, so you probably hit the ground and tumble and then up on your feet.
The claws right me. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the stun?
30 stun, 8 body.
Oh, okay.
Ouch, that was nasty.
Take some more.
All right. So kinetic rescue, you're up.
Okay, first thing I'm going to try to do is establish a point of view at this die.
Okay.
Okay, I succeeded for putting in the point of view. Make sure that I
What is it you're doing?
trying to find out where the point of view actually materializes, since it's like
Do you have to be able to see the target space?
no.
Because you can't. You're behind a rock.
I'm able to put it out basically a specific distance, but
Okay, and you don't have to see where you're putting it?
no.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
And then a quick perception check.
Okay.
Okay. So I see, okay, my clairsentience is also vision, so I see where the droid is.
Yeah, you can see him through the fog and the mist.
Okay.
You can make him out I can see a little bit of a shadow. He just got done blasting sand crab off the rock.
And I have moved forward into this dust cloud here.
Okay.
So, and I was using non-combat movement because I was sure that there's no line of fire for him.
Okay.
So that's pretty much my my full phase.
Oh, okay. All right, Rumble.
It's time to rumble.
Yeah, so the hexes, by the way, are all 1 meter scale hexes.
And talking to the person in front of him, he's like, hey, what's going on? What are we supposed to do? Where are we?
You don't even know who it is you're talking to.
Exactly. What are we doing?
Actually, he'd probably
I may
have
know of you.
With an 8 or less, he'd probably know me unless he has a skill in, the super world or supers, because I do have public identity, and I'm an.
Oh, so yeah, you might know him. You reckon he comes running out from behind a rock, kind of just total, not even head down running. He's just like booking it, and he runs over there. You recognize him from he's Kinetic Rescue.
Supposed to do? Where are we?
Okay, actually, with the perception roll I had earlier, is this Earth normal gravity for one thing?
Yes.
Because this looks like a crater, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure where we are. But at the moment, stick close. There's some sort of bot over on the far side of that outcropping, and just blasted away at one of us.
Tell me where to go. And that's a half move for me, and I'll hold the rest of it.
Okay. All right. So that ends phase 12
of turn 1.
Shouldn't that be turn 0?
So we're now in post 12.
So we get a recovery?
You do.
Damn it. Yeah, with the mini HUD over the character's head, it's harder to remember to use that to grab your, to adjust your endurance and that.
Yeah, I've always found horizontal worked better for me. But everyone has their own take, right? The beauty of it is you can choose.
If it's horizontal, I like it if it's right at the level of their feet, so I'll just barely off the ground. Otherwise, it seems to get in the way if it's at the head height.
I usually go halfway down the back. For mine when I'm doing in my game.
Too low though. I've noticed, like on Rumble right now, where his is at, I can barely see it through the fog.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
All right, everyone done with post 12?
Yep.
All right, moving on. Segment 1. Warp, are you going to do anything?
I had turned on the power, so no, I'm just solid right now.
Okay. All right. Toxin, you're up in segment 2.
Oh, you moved me ahead of... Oh.
Sandcrab doesn't move in 2.
Speed 6.
But yeah, I'm going to have you move ahead anyway. Because, powers smarter than me have already determined the proper turn order. And there are many of those powers, by the way. Just, ask my wife. Okay, Toxin, what's up?
Okay. From where I am, is there any debris or anything on the ground? Something that I could throw?
Nope. You see some rocks, but
There's some big boulders.
yeah, some big rocks.
Yeah, I'm probably not that strong. All right. I am going to leap again. And I want to get behind the droid. So he's about 22 meters from me. And I can leap 40.
So you can leap 20 as a half move.
Sure. So I need to do a hit roll, right? Oh, I didn't put the... So I hit a DCB of 9. So with the distance of 20, I would have a -3. So 9, 8, 7, 6.
Okay, so you hit the square, the hex.
Okay. 1, 2.
Well, you got to do it in a straight line.
I know. I'm just trying to count them out, though. Right?
Do you want to do 20?
Yeah.
So somewhere right in there.
Okay, so that's a half move.
Yep.
Okay. And I will prepare to... I'll do a half move, and then I'll hold. If he goes to attack me, I will respond. So
Okay. Holding on being attacked.
Yes.
Okay. Warp, are you going to do anything?
Yes, I'm gonna move 15. But I'm not in the arrow. I'm not in the ruler, so
You can hold down the
F4
tab.
for ruler.
Or you hold down the tab. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. F1 to return back to hand. Or it's a good idea to count your squares when it's not your turn, or your hexes.
Yeah, and then you can put a die out there to hold your spot.
Yeah. You should always try and prepare, basically, before it gets around to you.
Especially if you're not going in a straight line, then counting hexes is a good way to go. But you're teleporting, so I guess it doesn't much matter.
come on, move. Move!
There you go. You have to just mouse over until your character glows, and then you can grab it.
And I'm gonna maintain my solid.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Kinetic, you're up.
I am moving there. And I am moving my point of awareness forward 12 meters. Yeah.
Everyone's helping. Isn't that nice? Such a helpful lot. Bunch of
So
superheroes.
The toxin character just teleported over to the robot?
No, he leaped.
He leaped.
He leaped.
He
Okay,
jumped
sorry.
up over this rock and landed over there.
Who was it that teleported?
Warp.
Warp. He just
This one right here?
appeared over here. Yes.
Gotcha.
And
I've just added your name there, Warp. So when people hold over your figurine, they'll see Warp.
Thank you.
How long has Warp been doing his thing?
A couple months.
Okay, so succeeding by 2 on for actually check my knowledge skill for supers. Probably probably not enough of a success to know who you are yet, since I only succeeded by 1.
So it could be he's sneaking up behind the guy that just leapt over there. Hint. Poke.
Who's poking me?
I am done.
So, Kinetic, are you done?
I am done.
All right, full move?
I did a half move, and the other half phase was moving my point of presence.
Okay.
My
Point
point
of
of
reference.
awareness.
Gotcha. All right. Toxin, are you doing anything with your saved action? You're not being attacked yet.
I'm waiting to see if he goes to attack me.
Very good. All right, Sand Crab, you're up.
All right. Rex Miller feels pretty safe that he's not going to be attacked again. He's pretty far away, and there's a better target right in front of the thing. He's going to use his binocular vision megascale to look and see if he can see where the thing came from, looking upward above.
It's interesting. You look up. Go ahead and make a perception roll. This will be a half move for you to do this.
Correct.
All right.
You had a better roll?
You notice, yeah, might have done better, but what you do see is that it seems like, you know how when they do television and there's like this white background and it seems to go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of fades into this black that just seems to go on forever straight up. It's like
stars though.
You can't. Well, no. That's actually my normal background for this table. That's not meant, but it does fit, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's hard to say where this is. It just seems to go on forever. There's nothing up there. You can't see anything like a drop ship or anything. If this feels like another planet, you don't see anything in space. Oh.
Okay.
However, that's interesting. Right, Brennel? You ever seen that before?
What? Oh yeah, you can dip down into the table.
I just flopped down underneath the table so I could like tunnel. I had tunneling for a second.
You hit spacebar to return to normal view.
Yeah.
That would actually be an interesting thing for people who have tunneling to move them down below.
Right? That would be. All right. Yeah. So, Sandcrab, what are you going to do now? You have a half move left.
Well, just to be perfectly safe, I will actually tunnel. So I will tunnel underground and move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think let me double check. But go ahead and take the next person's turn. I'll finish my movement and spend my endurance. Okay. My turn's over.
All right. Toxin, are you going to do anything?
Still waiting to see if...
Okay. So you lost your saved action because there's nothing attacking you, and it's now your action for segment 3.
Fair enough. So it's segment 4 now?
3.
Oh, I see. That's just your save there. No, Warp, you get to move. Sorry.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, so, Brennel, that's interesting. There's no indication that this character gets to go on... I guess I could mouse over. I see the next phase is 4. I just got to get used to it. That's good. All right.
Pull up the turn view. I'm right.
Yeah, okay. Turn viewer. I need my real estate.
Yeah, but it's hardly any.
Okay.
Although you are missing the numbers at the end. They should be there on the turn view. Interesting. But there you go. It's all laid out for you. It's all pretty.
It is. Indeed.
And maintaining my He's solid.
Okay. All right, is that a half move?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saving the other half. What are you kind of preparing for, an attack?
Yes. Makes it.
Okay.
If it looks like it's going to be an area attack, I'm going to dodge. Dive for cover.
Okay, so the robot turns and faces Toxin
Hello.
and says, "You will be destroyed."
That's not very nice.
So you are 1, 2, 3, only 4 meters away. So he's just going to roll a straight up to hit. He raises his arm and he hits a DCV 14. I probably hits, seeing as he has to hit the hex.
Is this something that I can now activate to
Yeah.
dive out of the? Dive for cover?
Not this time,
Why?
because
I've
I've already made my roll, right?
But I've been holding. If you went to attack me, that I was going to. Do
Oh,
something.
yeah. But normally, even if you're aborting, you could go, I'm going to dive for cover, right? As soon as the attack is being declared. So here's how I run it, and maybe by committee here we'll decide that's not how it's going to go. So and moving in the future, when you have someone declare an attack on you, you at that point can say, I'm diving for cover. If they roll the dice to attack you, then it's too late. Is that how you guys normally play it?
Yes.
Like, I'm going to abort
Generally,
to dodge, I'm going to abort to, or I'm using my half move or whatever, right? My saved action. So, all right.
Yes.
So moving forward, that's how we'll do it. You go ahead. You want to dive for cover now? Where are you going to dive to?
If I drink a beer, is there time for that?
There's always time for a beer.
I'm being offered a beer. Do I have time for that?
How fast can you drink a beer?
If a beer and coffee go great together.
So I dive and I hit a 12 or less.
So where did you pick to dive?
How far can I go?
Well, okay, so you can't move any more than your movement, right?
Okay.
And there is a penalty for dive for cover for the amount of distance that you're moving.
Fair enough.
And do I know what that is? Not off the top of my head, but I think it's -1 for every 2 meters.
Okay. So I was going for 4 meters closer to him.
Okay, so you're going to dive forward where you're green, right?
Yes.
Right there?
Yes.
Okay. And so you have to roll to hit that hex
Okay, so I hit a
at
DC
-3.
12.
So that hits it. So you're here and you are prone.
Can I use break, fall, or acrobatics?
No, because you're diving for cover on purpose, right?
Okay.
So there you are. Now you're breakdancing.
Oh, sorry. I tried to make myself go prone.
Oh, I just did it for you. Did you see that?
I did not see that, but there you go.
But
I got
you
it.
go. Okay. All right. All right. So that was your half phase. He attacked, and a large flash kind of blows up around this. It's a crackling energy in the area where you were standing.
Okay.
And that ends his move. Okay, Rumble, you're up.
To there, and start asking. Can I get what do we do? Oh, there's a guy over there.
Yeah.
Come and be my meat shield.
The bot looks like the aggressor. What do you do? look at him. Oh, you're huge. You probably want to get into melee with him. I'm going to try to start grabbing him and interfering with him from here.
I will finish. Oops. I will finish my move and go up to here. So that's a double move for me, or full move.
Okay. So you're next to the teleporting guy.
Yep.
All right. So that ends 3. We're on 4 now. Toxin, you're up.
Okay, so I have Breakfall, so I can stand up as a 0 phase action.
Sure.
Okay. Oh. Yep. I think I should be there. Okay, so then I want to close the distance and attack.
Okay.
So is it acrobatics that I use to get closer to him without him hitting me, or?
Oh, no, you can just walk right up to him.
Okay. So come to here, and I will do a maneuver. Huh.
You can make the die really small too, so it doesn't look so much in the field.
I'm allocating all my skills to defenses.
Okay.
So I hit a DCV of 7 or less.
All right, that hits him.
So did I hit?
Yes, that hit.
So I did 34 stun and 11 body.
Okay, did you do any knockback? It's a martial maneuver, right? So 3 dice.
So it's 3 dice 6, yeah. So no, I did 12. So no knockback.
Okay. All right, so that ends your turn.
Does it look like I did anything to him?
It looked like maybe you dented a small dent.
Small dent. Okay.
A small dent. Warp, are you interested in moving? Are you still saving?
I'm right here, and
This is just a half move. This is not your regular move. You have a saved action. Yeah.
Oh, this isn't my regular move?
No, it's your saved action. Right?
No, I'm not going to do it down. Stay the solid.
Right. Yep. So you don't move again till 6. All right. Speed 4? Your speed 4? 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay.
Yep.
All right, kinetic.
Okay. Attempting to activate my telekinesis.
Where does it show what phase we're in?
Okay.
Maybe if you had the turn viewer, you could see that. But
it's in the chat. It shows, if you have to scroll up a little bit, but it shows we're in turn 2, segment 4.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I see it.
Okay. And I'm attempting to hit with TK. Hold on a second. Ten 10.4, so 11. -1.
That would be something that would be nice if after your name in small text it would say the turn and phase. So when your bar is small, you can see it.
I failed to grab with TK, but it did activate. Oh well.
Do you guys? Oh, okay. What I was going to say was, Jim, you should just move them all into spades, and then they'll see the turn view.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe there should be something in the turn viewer that lets me pick what team can see it.
I was thinking about the immediacy of the request rather than me programming it.
What you should have done is you should have put a control in the turn viewer. See? And then if you had done that, they could see it.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Yeah.
I can throw the shouldas right back, can't I? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. But that is it for
For
me.
the moment.
That's it for me for this this phase.
Okay. So Mr.
Pullman
Grab.
calls, we'll be right back.
Mr. Grab, sorry. Okay. All right. We're now on segment 5, and Sandcrab goes first.
All right, I will. So that he doesn't hear me coming on up from behind him, and I'm gonna tunnel underneath him. Although maybe he'll feel it. I don't know. I'm gonna do a half
Along with
move.
the boom, boom, boom of me walking forward.
Yes, there we go. Good distraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10. Yeah, that's plenty of movement. I will tunnel up behind him, putting my hand-to-hand levels into offense. Try to grab him from behind and surprise him, and I will use my stealth field so he doesn't hear me coming up. So, also, if he has any type of I don't know, sensory, maybe I can surprise him. So, I will make a attack roll.
See, you had a few more loaded in there. That's good.
If I can find the roller. Oh, here it is. And oh, that's the roller. Never mind. I need to try to hit first. Quick rolls. Here they are. Nope, that's not the right one either.
No, you need to open up dice rolls, and then the very first line in dice rolls.
Yeah, 2 hit.
And then put your +5 in the to hit box.
Yeah, to the right of to hit, put a 5, and then roll to hit.
Where is the to hit?
Under dice
Open up the
rolls,
dice
it's at the
rolls
top.
tab, and it's the first one under dice rolls.
Is it below or above maneuvers?
It's
Below?
Above.
Below.
It's below quick roll.
Below.
Below
It's the
dice
one
rolls.
after quick roll.
It's like third from the
Good dice
bottom.
rolls.
Dice rolls. Got it. Think I got it at least. Nope, that's the same one. It does 12 dice. How come? I don't understand.
Does it say to hit?
Hover,
It actually
I'm gonna
has
do
to
a-
hit.
I'm just going to do this quick roll instead.
that won't work. It won't calculate.
If you
Oh,
look,
okay.
Okay, so
Two hit.
open up.
I
dice
found
rolls.
it. I had to scroll up. I understand now. So
Yeah,
let me.
there's a scroll
let me-
bar on the side.
I didn't add the levels to it. I think I have 5 in hand to hand.
Sorry,
Yeah, so add the levels in the box at the end, and then make the roll.
I misclicked. Ignore that.
Made the roll.
okay, so you hit.
Hit.
That's a hit.
All right. I will grab and squeeze. So now I'll roll damage. .44 stun and 12 body.
We're fighting a bot, so the stun is pretty much a
Okay.
non-issue.
All right, so you feel some of the metal kind of give as you squeeze with your big claws. You popped up out of the ground behind him, and your claws just reach out and grab onto him and start to squeeze him, and you feel a little bit of give in the metal.
Okay.
All right, so Sandcrab, you're done on 5.
Yes. Done my endurance.
But now, oh shoot! Dang it! All right, hold on. You're going to take 6 body and 18 stun. Your claws are great conductors for the powerful electricity that's surrounding his body. And it zaps you. That should have hit you too, Amarok.
How much was that?
Look in the chat. You'll see it says, yep.
It's,
6 body, 18 stun, killing. So you need resistant defenses.
I do. I don't take body, but I might take stun. No, I don't take stun either. Okay, yeah, I'm okay on that. It was a pretty low roll.
Yep.
I take. Now, do I get my full defenses versus the stun?
Have any resistant defenses? Yes.
I have resistant defenses of 7, but my energy defense is 17 otherwise.
You should get all the defense versus the stun.
Okay.
Okay,
So I lose 1 stun point and no body.
Okay. All right. So now the robot is going to make his own effort against you.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah.
You need a strength versus strength roll?
No, I don't. I think I can. Oh,
Yeah, that bit with the claws, was that a
it's a grab.
Was that a grab and hold?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think for breaking out, that would be strength versus strength.
But does he have to break out in order to use an attack?
Correct.
He's unable to make any attacks?
Well, anything that would use his arms, he's considered to have his arms grabbed.
Correct. So if it's a visual, like if it's laser beams from his eye, it would make sense he could still do that. But he's going to be at reduced combat value, and his DCV is also going to be dropped.
Gotcha. Okay. So he's good. He will.
I think his OCV is half or something like that. I forget.
He'll try to break out. So we have to do a strength on strength check, yeah?
Yeah. Is that a 3d6 or is it just our? Oh no, it's strength. So it's all your dice. So 12 dice. Or whatever.
Don't you just do a strength roll?
No.
You have to
it's
do
the body that you want to.
Yes, body of a dice roll.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah, could be either way.
I'm just saying it's dumb.
Okay. It's in favor of the stronger person to be
of course.
be that way. Yeah. Although it could be a strength roll too, and then however much you make it by.
Did I?
I rolled really good, so I don't think you're gonna get loose.
No, he's not.
14 body.
Okay, so he makes a very feeble attempt at trying to break out. And says something like, "You will be destroyed."
Rumble, hit him now.
Yeah, while you're holding him?
Exactly.
All right, so that ends.
This thing is obviously a robot. It's not somebody in a suit. It's obviously a robot, correct?
Yeah, if you look at the picture, kind of zoom in on that guy. That's exactly
I just wanted
what
to
it
make
looks
sure.
like.
Either that or he's like really skinny. So,
Yeah.
Or
okay.
if you mouse over him, you can hold down Alt, and then you can scroll wheel to make it bigger.
It's C-3PO, kind of.
It's actually pretty cool looking.
with freaking laser beams.
Yes.
Yeah. He's
It's
only
an
the first one. Wait till the other 5 come down.
It's an effective C-3PO.
One that's actually capable of communicating hostility rather than obsequiousness.
Yes.
Ooh, good word.
Okay, so
Yeah, 3PO
that
seemed
brings
to
us
have
to
two
6. Toxin,
3
you go
modes of
first.
communication. He had
Toxin
condescending,
goes first.
obsequious, or deferential.
Confused.
Okay, so I have a martial flash. So can I poke him in the eyes and see if I can blind him?
No, man, punch him. He's held. He's like 0 DCV.
I could do that too.
Sandcrab yells, "Take him out before he gets loose."
I hit a DCV of 9.
That hits.
Hello? What is Destrode rolling?
8 stun and
Yeah,
8
damage.
body energy shield against you.
Okay. So I do 38 stun, 11 body, and I take 8 and 8. Ooh, I take 1 point of body.
7 points of resistant.
Correct.
Any
That energy shield
any knockback?
versus ED, I presume.
Yes. Yes, versus ED. Any knockback from your attack? He's grabbed and held, but I'm curious. Oh, it's a... Did you say it was a flash?
No, I did just a hit.
Oh, okay.
No knockback.
Okay. All right. Warp, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna
What does
teleport
that mean?
I'm gonna teleport to here, drop my decertification, and use teleport strike in return.
Okay.
Do I put a +4 or just 4 for my 2 hit?
You just put a
You
4.
can't-
No pluses.
Yeah, you-
Brendel, what does it mean when it says cussed after Warp's name?
It means he had Desolid on, and he used his custom notification to tell you that.
Oh,
That was my suggestion.
nice. Custom. Okay.
So did
Okay.
it roll?
It's under combat.
You don't need to go in there.
I tried to roll. Did it roll?
No, it would. Yeah.
Okay, get out.
So if you under dice rolls, the top item is to hit. That's where you'd click. Click on to hit.
Click on the word.
The words, not the target.
Okay.
That looks like it would hit.
Yep.
Nice.
That was a good shot.
Thank you.
All right. So now we're at kinetic rescue.
How much
No,
knockback?
wait.
is
Do
that?
knockback on that.
That's 2d6, right?
Yep. So you just put that in the quick roll.
Quick roll. Let me find quick roll.
It's right
That's
above
it.
dice rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, I took the time to use the roll editor to put 1 and 2 die knockback into the dice roll.
Okay. So where exactly did you do your teleport from? Did you?
Right
do
where
it-
Or where did he do his strike from?
Yeah. Was it right here or over there?
right where I am now. Because it's considered I bought it as a blast. So
Oh, I see. So it's just a ranged attack. Okay. Got it.
but the special effect is I'm teleporting in,
Right.
jabbing with the staff, and teleporting back.
Okay. So
Oh,
let's
slick effect.
have
I
a
like that.
strength roll at -7. Sandcrab.
Strength roll at -7.
Yes, sir. Just a skill roll. a strength attribute roll
For
to see what happens with this knockback, because you're holding him and he just did 7 inches of knockback, or 14 meters of knockback.
Gotcha.
I got to do math now to do knockback. Jeez.
So -7. Oh, I added 7. Sorry, how do I -7 from the dice roll?
No, just roll strength.
Just roll strength.
Just hit your strength, and then
Here it comes. This is the roll. 12 dice.
No, what I meant was up in your primary stats.
Oh, okay.
Just do a strength roll. And then 7 is 4. So you can brace against all that. And the damage is negligible to you. I don't think you'd take any of that. So you're fine.
Okay.
But he wallops you pretty good. And, so you both are in the hug of combat love right now. All right.
Who walloped me?
Actually, this warp guy just shot forward,
hit him,
appeared
and
right next to you.
I took a little damage because I'm behind him.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yep.
And you're holding him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And
Rumble.
Hold on. I was supposed to be phasing.
Oh, kinetic rescue. Yes, of course.
Okay.
I checked the wrong box. You are phasing.
My point of view is
the other blue die. Which blue die is it?
The one with 1 indicating. The 2 was the counting out where it was going to be.
Gotcha.
Okay. Attempting to activate telekinesis. Okay. Telekinetic grab of the robot's head. Well, of the robot, but I have fine manipulation.
Oh, that's mean.
DCV 10 or less, so I hit.
Yep, that hits.
And I am... Let's see. Actually, does the robot have any visible weapons that might be removable?
On his arms.
What was that?
He has blasters on his arms.
Okay, I'm going to try to remove one.
Okay, so you're grabbing his arms instead of his head.
But yeah, it's a telekinetic martial disarm. So he needs to try to resist 10 body to not have the blaster removed.
If it's obvious accessible focus.
Well, it's obvious
Is it a focus
inaccessible
at all?
because it's built into his arm.
And you can only do strength damage.
So you can rip his arm off if you want.
Or try.
Well, does the attempt to disarm count for attempting to remove his arm?
Sure.
Because I've got the 10 body
So
roll
10 body.
there.
Nope. You yank on it pretty good, but it doesn't move.
And just since there was an effect rolled, no, that was a disarm. I don't think that does knock back.
No, that's fine. Okay. Literally, you tried to disarm him and it didn't work. He still has his arms.
Okay.
All right. So that.
Now it's Rumble.
So you're done? All right, Rumble, you're up.
Yeah.
I move to there.
Okay.
And I actually do have an extra meter of reach, so and I'm going to start the double over the hand haymaker to pile drive him into the ground.
Nice. So it'll hit at the end of 7.
Yes.
While he's being held.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I forgot one more thing. The last time Destroyed moved 14 or less. Persistent. Or constant. It's constant. So does constant powers work every segment? It seems like they should.
Every action phase, he has an action.
Okay. So
whenever he can spend endurance, I think it is.
Gotcha. So Sand Crab, you another 10 body, 10 stun.
Bounce.
Okay. Fine. All right. So Haymaker has begun. I'm going to mark that. And now we're in 7. Toxin, you have a chance to go before the Haymaker hits.
Okay, I will do another strike.
Okay. That'll hit him because he's being held.
Ten body, 20 stun.
Well, that's his attack against you. You did 37 stun, 9 body.
Oh, sorry, there it is, yeah.
So your Martial Strike glances off of his metallic body, but the energy that courses back through your arm does 10 body, 20 stun.
Okay.
Okay, Rumble. Roll it, buddy.
Let's see what happens. Let's make magic.
Let's make magic.
TCV 10.
Yeah.
Oh man, only 16 body, 62 stun. Yeah.
It's a good roll.
That's below average. There were no sixes.
True. Below average, yeah. I was thinking the stun. The stun is brutal, but there's no stun versus a robot. Yeah, it sucks.
All right, so you smash into him, and he crumbles and falls to pieces. Not little pieces, large body part size pieces. As
You're not going to take our jobs.
And
for an after battle witticism, that's fairly good.
Yep. And so he's done. So we'll just, for now, we're just going to flip him like this.
Destroyed.
He is destroyed. But that's his name, Destroyed.
I always figured it would be destroyed.
It is, but that's all right.
But for an after battle pun, that wasn't bad.
I think.
From the sky, 2 more robots fly down and land, again in traditional Iron Man landing pose.
Maybe destroying him was not such a smart idea.
All right.
See if we can try to contain these 2 instead of destroying them. I don't want to see 4 of them.
Sand Crab, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to grab the destroyed and tunnel underground.
Okay.
As you do with body parts.
It's recycled.
And then when I get underground, partway, I'm going to lay those parts down and make a perception roll to try to do some sciencey type skills on it, so I can figure it out. Maybe systems operations, 13 or less.
Okay, what do you want to figure out?
Anything. I'm looking for anything that will help me. Is it being controlled by radio? Is it does it have anything obvious? Any type of weakness? Is there any type of code in it or message?
Okay. Now, you really can't make heads or tails of it. It's pretty advanced technology. You can tell he's got lots of sensors.
So it's advanced technology.
But no, I wouldn't say...
From the future?
I would not say futuristic technology, but...
Just high tech.
Like the best the military can come up with. Like they get the... Right? It's very, very bleeding edge.
Does it look military?
Like even maybe... prototype-ish. It could be military.
Starting to get the feeling like this is a test to build a robot to eradicate supers?
Could be. All right, so that ends your phase?
Yes.
All right.
You want to remove the mini of the droid?
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, so the droid, my lift height was trying to be dramatic earlier. All right. You have a big collision space, Mr. Giant Man. All right.
Yes,
the robot
jumps
down. The robot jumps down and wants to collide with you. So he is going to attack you. He gets to do a couple of cool things here. Let's see. He's going to use his regular blast. No. He uses his Type 2 blaster and at 0 range. He hits DCV 6. Does that hit you?
Oh, easily hits me. The Haymaker put me at DCV 1 because of my size.
Gotcha. Okay. So he's going to roll his killing attack. It's going to do 11 body, 11 stun. It just like envelops you in this nasty,
Did he hit me?
crackling energy. Yes.
No, that's what my character says. Did he hit me?
Oh.
A proper brick.
Gotcha. All right.
He's got a flashlight. Watch out.
All right. Kinetic. No. He's going to... Yeah. Toxin. Not kinetic. Toxin.
Yeah, you can't actually even knock me back with that.
No. All right. Toxin. What's your DCV, Toxin?
Currently, $10, $12.
Okay. Let's see how the blaster goes. Oh, he hits 11.
Being attacked?
Huh? Oh, you know you're being shot at from behind. How's that?
That's fine. I have 360-degree vision.
Okay. Up on top of this rock, there is a robot that is shooting at you with his arm blasters.
Okay.
And
probably my danger sense would have warned me of that too.
He hits. Yes, that's what I said. You know you're being shot at from behind. All right, so he hits, and you're engulfed.
My DCV is 12.
Yeah, I know, but the hex is DCV 3. So he does 27 stun, 7 body.
Normal?
Yes.
Okay. Ouch.
And 3 inches of knockback. So
That
I'm
would
afraid to
be,
break this
6
to you.
meters.
Oh, yeah, 6 meters. Right, thank you. Thank you, calculator. Do you have lightning calculator? Because that probably comes in handy. 1, 2, wham! All right.
Yeah, sand crab does.
You need to make a. I'll do it for you. All right, so you're gonna lump right into this giant dude, and you both are gonna take 7 more dice of damage.
Can I break fall or anything out of that?
Not when you hit something.
Yeah, no. I guess you can.
Not when you hit something. It has to be only when you fall.
So another 25 stun, 7 body, normal to both of you.
Okay.
And lay down. You are prone. Oh,
I get prone. I didn't take any dock back.
nice! Wow, that was a great effect. That's because you have way too big of a collision zone. All right. Oh.
Flip.
This crappy mini. Hey.
Juggernaut's drunk.
No.
It was very strong.
Okay. There you go. All right.
So you could roll knockback against me, but 7 body, you're not.
No,
you can't
it's like
do
hitting a
enough
wall.
knockback to move me.
It's like hitting a wall. All right.
Yeah, I've got minus 12 inches or 12. Yeah, 12
Knockback resistance.
meters of knockback resistance.
Yeah. Okay. So that ends the robot's turn. Kinetic rescue.
Yeah. Toxin looks like he's been pretty much abused, and I cannot expect that robots are going to show any mercy.
No, they probably won't.
Okay. TK activated. I'm going to attempt a grab and move on Toxin to get him out of the
line of fire.
Immediate area of effect. Right. Yeah, I definitely grabbed him. Let's see, he's what, 100 kilograms?
Yep.
Give
Wet.
me a moment.
Soaking wet.
Should be able to throw him pretty far.
Yeah.
To safety.
He is being hauled by me.
You drop him on his head. That happened to him when he was a baby too.
I think that happened to all of us in this building, in this business. Damn it!
You can't nudge and knock him over, huh?
Give me a moment.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Crap. Regrettably, that happens at Dex 8 in this phase.
Okay. All right. Well, no one else acts this phase, so it's just fine. You get him over there. It's all good. We're now going to move on to 9 and Toxin.
Ouch. I don't feel so good.
Going to recover?
Can I take a recovery?
Sure. Are you stunned?
No.
Yeah. Go for it. You're already leisurely reclining on the ground over by Kinetic Rescue.
Okay.
All right. Recovery. Warp.
Gonna teleport and return strike a return on this guy.
All right. That hits.
Still hit DCV 9.
Okay, roll knockback.
Okay.
So that's good. So we're also going to do a since your special effect is actually a strike, I'm going to get a roll an activation on the energy shield. And you're going to get
What's your staff made of?
Wood.
So limited conduction.
Yeah, it's just contact. It would shoot up. It's a field around that. I think that's fine. All right, so 8 body, 8 stun from the energy shield from hitting him.
Which both bounce.
Okay, good. And did you do knockback?
I rolled it.
16 meters, 8 hexes, or
Yeah.
well, yeah.
16 meters.
Huh? Ah.
Oh, and just enough to not hit the rock. Wow. So that's 8 dice. If you want to roll, let's see, no, 4 dice, right? Yeah. That's not going to, you're not going to do enough body to him to worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
So he's prone, so we'll make him lay down. All right. That ends your turn then, right? Rumble?
Yes.
Rumble, what you want to do?
Oh, good. I'm just going to step over here towards him.
Leisurely step.
Yep, half move.
Okay.
And give him a big boot to the head.
All right.
Ah, kick him while he's down.
Exactly. Whoops, wrong to hit. Let's use this one.
Okay, well that hits.
And that's a lot of ones. Wow. And my knockback. So, yeah. 3 dice of knockback is going to be nothing for him.
Well, that would be 6 meters.
Which is 3 dice.
No, half that.
Yeah, but
Oh, no,
does that
he's hitting
get
it
added
upright.
into the rumble strike?
Because he's hitting it upright, so.
Well, it would be it's considered a separate damage roll.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So, right.
And I hit him, so if you want to roll his damage shield.
Oh, yes, I do. Thank you. All right, so activation. That activates, and 6 body, 12 stun.
Okay.
Doink.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Sand Crab, what are you going to do?
Does it do knockback?
Not likely.
I don't think so.
Actually, it can't do any knockback to me because of the rolls, but
Right.
I was just curious for other people.
No, I think it can. It could throw you back.
It can't throw me back, but
Well, maybe. If I,
rolled a lot more body.
if I cheated, it could.
Hmm.
All right. Sandcrab,
I
what are you going to
think-
do?
What he's gonna do his tunneling distance is 30, so you can do a 15. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's a little bit far away.
Then
Go
again,
ahead.
we haven't seen any evidence these things can sense under the ground, so you could probably try a non-combat tunneling.
I probably could, but then I'd have a low OCV value to try to grab him. I'm going to delay and wait for him to get closer.
Okay.
So let's see. How do I delay? Oh, you do it. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
All right. Okay, so let's move this guy first. He's going to use his boot jets and fly.
Can't even see him. He's in the fog so well.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So he's going to. I can barely see him too. Good thing.
Yeah. Oof, there he goes.
All right, and he's going to just lay into Rumble, and we'll see how that goes. Get your hand out of the way. All right.
Like everybody's hands up here.
I know, like I can't see. All right, so that's 7. I like the range calculator. It's a cool feature.
Yay!
Make Pythagorean proud. DCV 6, sir, does that hit you?
I have DCV 8.
All right, so he misses, and that ends his turn. This guy, he stands up. That's his half move. And he looks at you and
Give me a hug.
Not very happy about things. And he is going to also try to blast you with his little blasters. So he hits DCV 6, which is not enough to hit you. All right. Let's put him in a... he's fine. All right. So that ends those guys. Kinetic rescue.
I'm attempting paramedics on Toxin. Succeeded by 6.
Is that an aid? Is that what that is?
The paramedic skill.
Skill, okay.
So
All right,
I believe that will allow him another recovery.
So Toxin, you are now a paramedic. He has transformed you with his paramedic skill. I'm kidding. All right. So do you get another recovery then? Is that it?
Let me... I'll see if I can check quick.
The heck? I can't use the distance thing.
Hit F1.
There you go. Now it moves it back to your hand.
That's my hand.
Yeah, so F2 is the ruler.
F4 is the ruler.
F4 is the ruler.
Oh, F4, yeah.
Yeah, F1 to return it to the hand.
It would have made sense to make it F2, but they didn't.
Yeah, instead that's draw. Like, really?
Well, I guess for those 2D map players that basically put out a whiteboard and then just start drawing on it, it might be handy.
All right. Kinetic, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, if he had any open wounds, I've got him bound up. It doesn't look like I'm able to give him another recovery, though.
All right, we are on segment 11 now. So Toxin.
I stand up.
Okay. What about the other half of your move?
No, that's a free move because I have breakfall.
Oh,
At the end of 11, Sandcrab will take his delayed action.
okay.
Okay, I'm going to leap up onto the rock over here.
Says you. That is. Yep.
So 19. And I've sunk into the rock.
You're
I
over
might
on
be
the
lost.
side over here. Let's see if I can get you up there. Flip. Hold on a second. I need to change my perspective. Oh, he won't stay. I get him up there, but he won't stay.
Oh, use the
So we'll just lock him.
use the gizmo to put him up there.
You're up there, but you're locked. Upside down.
Okay.
Well, his collision point's way above the rock, so it's just kind of dumb.
Don't worry about it. That's my turn.
Okay.
All right, I'll take my delayed action. In 11, I'd like to do a move by grab and throw. But basically, it's going to be a move by grab and release. From where I'm at,
that is a
you
very dense fog. What other senses do you have so that you can see where you're even going?
N-ray,
You have N-ray?
I believe I
doesn't it
do.
see through? Does it?
Force fields.
Doesn't see through force fields. Okay.
Do you have a force field?
Well,
I do
You
not.
can't see through?
if I turn my force field on, I'm blind. I'm blind.
So it's 9 inches to him.
You still
And
have
then-
Toxin as the phasing character.
Okay. How do I claim my
I got it.
delay?
You're doing it right now.
How do I claim my delay?
It just, if you look, it says Sandcrab used half a held phase from segment 10.
Half of hell phase. I had a whole phase.
If you want to use all of it, you just need to click the green tick.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha. The green tick is where?
No,
Not
that's
for
me.
you, that's for the
He's talking to me.
master.
Oh, super. Yes, I do want to use all of it.
Okay.
All right. So I will make the 9 inches to him, tunneling underground, ramping slightly up till I get to him, and then I want to grab him, yank him underground, go 3 inches straight down, closing the tunnel behind me, let him go, and go another 3 inches underground.
Well,
Or
unfortunately, a
horizontal
grab
would
will
be better.
end your phase.
Not as a move by grab. It doesn't.
Oh, move by, right? I gotcha.
Yeah, I think the grab by.
Grab by. Correct. So I'll make my hit roll. There's
Okay.
a minus to the
Minus
for
3.
doing a grab by. I'm not sure
Minus
what that
3.
is.
Minus 3 OCV. Minus 4 DCV.
Minus 3. So that gives me a total. Should I put that in my levels less? Should I go 5 levels or should I go 2
There's a
levels? To
grab by
minus 3?
maneuver you can use, and it calculates that automatically.
Oh, do I just click on that then? Okay,
Click
cool.
on the
So
word
I-
grab by.
Super.
Okay,
Got it.
Since this is with tunneling,
Correct.
is there a mod for against an unaware target? Because we don't know if the bot can sense
bonus to hit.
underground.
That would be up to the GM.
No, he knows. He knows all about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's upgraded.
he knows that you're coming. He can see you just fine.
Interesting. All right. Well, I made my roll.
Okay. So, are you grab him and you take him underground, and then you
Yes,
leave him there,
3
and you
3
keep
inches
going?
down, and then I go horizontal 3 inches. So I'm I'm 3 inches below, and he's 3 inches behind me. I close the tunnel behind me, and above him, I close it also. So he's buried.
So you're talking about meters?
Oh, sorry. Yes, meters.
So that would be like 6 meters? 6 meters down?
Yeah.
Or 3 meters down?
3 meters down from what he just said.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 meters down.
Well, just the
Every inch
inches
is 2 meters. How many inches did you go?
3 inches.
So
That's 6
6
meters.
6 meters.
6
Yes,
meters.
Okay.
So
What does it say on your sheet when you hover over your movement for tunneling?
30 for half move.
Oh no, so
That's in meters. It's
that's
not
combat.
in inches.
It's in meters. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what everything is in meters because you're in 6th edition.
And
So
the
And these
first,
are
go with that.
single
first
meter.
So
number,
I'll put them. So it's each hex
Okay.
is a meter.
when you
Yes.
hover over, though, you're seeing your combat full move and your non-combat full move. That is
gotcha.
not a half move full move. That's
Gotcha. I see. So it is 15. So I still have plenty of movement.
Okay.
There was plenty enough to do that maneuver. I just have to spend the endurance differently. So he's 3 meters below ground.
Okay. So like 10 feet. Yep. All right.
Gentlemen.
All right.
it's been a pleasure watching you all play.
You've been up all night.
It's 2 a.m., so I most probably need to go to bed.
Thank you for joining us to observe.
Thank you.
And thank you for your work building this.
Yes. Hope you enjoy it.
We are.
It was interesting to see it being used. If
Not
anyone wants,
being the GM.
yeah, if anyone wants to pick up a task in the playtest group, it would be really handy to have like some detailed screenshots and stuff saying what each section of the controller does and how you use it. I hadn't thought about that before, and at the moment we're relying on the videos and people watching the videos. But you know, a one-page screenshot or something, a handy guide in a PDF wouldn't be too bad. So if anyone's feeling generous with their time, give me a shout tomorrow, and I'll discuss what the requirement is. And that way everyone can have like just a single PDF and it tells them where to look on their sheet for what they need.
Yep.
Apart from that, it looks good. By the way, nice scenery, Jim. It looks excellent.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Anyway, I'm off, gentlemen. Good game.
Good night.
I really enjoyed
Good night.
watching
Rest
you.
well.
All right.
Hope your day
See ya.
tomorrow goes as well as circumstances permit.
Yeah, me too. Speak to you later.
All
Bye.
right, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Tomorrow's a holiday for him, though.
All right. No, he's coding tomorrow. Yeah. All right.
He's British.
He is. He's in the UK. Yep.
Yeah. Don't know if they celebrate Memorial Day.
No, but
it's
he's
not
off. It's a
Memorial
bank
Day for
holiday
them.
because
It
the
is.
U.S. has it
good.
off. The banks are closed too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, that was sand crab, and so now we do this, and boom, sand crab used is held phase. All right. So then we're on 12 again. Wow, it's been a turn. It just seems like it was just a turn ago when we were here. All right, sand crab, what are you going to do?
Is it sand crab or is it me?
It is sand crab. Yeah, lobsters walk straight. Sand crabs walk sideways.
What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to delay and see if this thing gets loose.
All right, fair enough.
So put me on delay.
All right. And Toxin, you're up.
Can't see anything happening, right?
If you have normal senses, no, you cannot. You can make out there's a fight going on kind of at the edge of the fog way over there, but that's about it.
Yep. I think I'm just going to hold myself flat against the rock, so I'll be a smaller target if somebody tries to attack me.
Okay. As opposed,
I have clinging, so I can do that.
Gotcha. That way you're not like the golf ball on top of the tee.
Exactly.
Okay. So you are...
You can use your clinging to resist knockback as well.
Basically, you're holding your entire action.
Yes, I guess.
All right. Warp.
Yeah.
Let me find my character. That was on the dice.
Let's see. My die is there.
Oh, sorry about that.
And then I'm going to teleport strike a return on him.
Okay, that hits.
Did I hit?
Yes.
Okay.
$16.
That's a good solid wallop. And it would be 14 meters of knockback.
Roll knockback.
Did you already get a roll of knockback? Or are you guys confusing rolls?
Oh, I was confusing the activation roll.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Still 9 dice of knockback. Hit the wall.
Okay, and you'll also take killing damage. 6 body, 18 stun. And how many meters of knockback?
I rolled it.
18.
Okay, so 5 dice. Oh no, he's going right into it. Do 9.
How much was the stun?
18.
Stun and body bounce.
Okay. So you're doing 18 meters of knockback, so let's do 9 dice of damage. Do you want to roll it or do you want me to? Oh, you got it. Okay. Alright, so he takes another. Okay. Alright. So warp, that's it for you. Alright. The droid here, Destroid, moves 1 inch closer to you.
First, that has to get up.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have
That's
to
a
move.
half phase.
It doesn't have to move. Thanks for reminding me. Doesn't have to move.
Oh, you jerk.
But it does have to get up.
Doesn't even have to get up if it doesn't want to.
Doesn't have to get up. So it simply says self-destruct activated.
Lovely.
And
So is that an area effect?
no.
Audio's really chopping out.
Yikes. 8d6 killing. Plus a half.
Yeah.
Brutal.
And so it actually just melts down into nothing. Like it's a sledge on the ground, just sludge on the ground.
Oh, not an explosion of some sort.
Correct.
Ah.
It has like a thermite inner shell.
I did,
that it
yes.
That's right.
ignited.
Yeah.
Okay. And the same with that one.
Well, since they seem to be self-destructing, I can only assume that now we'll see 4 of them with improvements. if I take my delayed action to observe, I'd like to use my binocular vision to look straight down with my N-ray and see if I see anything unusual downward.
No. No, you don't.
All right.
Yeah, Sean, you probably should take an extra recovery since you with your held.
I don't know. Can I do that?
No, you can't. You can't
He
take a
held his
recovery when you
entire
hold.
action.
When you hold, you cannot take a recovery.
Yeah.
At least not in 5 or any earlier editions. Maybe in 6 you changed it. I doubt it, though.
And the whole purpose of that is you could basically hold your action until that segment right up before you go, and then rest. Whereas if anybody hits you in that interim, it stops your recovery. Or well, if you take any damage, it stops your recovery.
Correct.
So do we get post segment 12 recoveries?
Not yet. We're not there.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. We just aren't there. All right. So this guy drops down to the ground and shoots at warp. What's your DCV warp?
10.
So, can I do a quick one of these? 12. Okay, so I'll add that. And okay. Well, I hit DCV 15, so I think that's going to hit you, and we're going to do just a type 1 blast. For 29 stun, 8 body.
Body bounces, I take 9 stun.
Okay. And 1 inch of knockback. So we'll move you right there. And
So that would be 2 meters.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty close.
I can't do my stun, so you're going to have to click me one.
That's fine. There you go. Can you do it now? In the fog.
I can't see the.
Well, you need enhanced senses in order to adjust your stun.
The controller should have it at our table, right?
No, they're not connected.
Oh, that's too bad.
There.
The original ones used to be.
There you go. Now you can see it's on the edge there, huh?
Yep.
If you zoom in.
Does Warp have breakfall or something?
No.
Okay. All right. So you're prone. We'll just consider you can hit the prone button on your status. I keep forgetting to do that. All right. So you don't have to move your character sheet around. You can just be prone. It puts it in the turn controller so I can see it. All right. So
before 12 ends, I'd like to take soliloquy.
Oh, okay.
Since I have a half phase action left.
I think you do. Let's see. I have lost a robot. No, there it is. Okay. All right. This robot's going to shoot kinetic rescue. The range appears to
which
be
one? Oh, okay.
12. 13.
And what's his elevation?
13. I don't know. He's up there. The measure tool does 3D, so I'm counting on that to get it right for right now.
The thing is, right over here, behind your reference, you've got a height reference scale that you can bring over to check the height of your bot.
Oh, I know, but so you want to test the math? We can do that. Let's see if it's doing it right.
Well, so that you can have a
I'm cool with that.
Either just declare his altitude and put it in.
Run the ruler. It doesn't want to actually measure down to the ground.
Yeah, no, that's why I was talking about this virtual meter stick.
Yeah.
That could be.
Yeah, move it over there. Fine. Move it over there and see how far up he is.
Where'd my character go?
Probably back in the mist.
Is 6 meters up. Or actually, he's 5 meters up.
I see him.
You see the meter stick now?
You can only see it from one direction. So he's 10 meters away and 6 meters up. Let's see if that comes up with the same 13.
Actually, he's 5. I was counting at his feet.
Okay, it's got 11. If it did 6. Yeah, it's pretty close. It did pretty good 3D. Not bad. So it's DCV 6. What's your DCV, sir?
Hold on a second. I believe it's 5. Yeah. And I'm presuming he's using an energy blast?
Yes. 9 body, 9 stun killing.
Okay. Bounce.
All right.
But roll your knockback.
I don't think we're going to get any there. Oh. 6 meters.
It would go to here. And let's see, roll the 3 dice.
The ground. So 13 stun, 4
it still
body.
went doink.
Yep. Okay, so we'll consider you prone. Some of these minis don't have very good collision points, so they just fall through the map when you turn them around.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that ends Destroid's round. Kinetic Rescue, you're up.
Okay.
Is there only one droid at this point, or two?
Two. At least 2.
Oh, wait, there's, yeah.
Okay. TK activates, and it's the same -1 that, or actually, no, add another 6 there. So 17 meters -3. Try to grab him with TK. DCV 8 or less.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. It is a grab and move. The droid is getting slammed into the side of this this outcropping above this hex.
That I couldn't see.
So, how much
Where again?
what's its mass?
Show me again. Okay.
Yeah. What's its mass?
Normal. So, 100 kilograms.
Oh, it weighs the same as a default human?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an alloy.
That's so they can impersonate humans better, take our jobs.
That's right.
Yeah, I could have thrown him 48 meters. So, call it 5 dice remaining on the TK slam.
Okay.
Sound right?
That's fine with me.
Does that sound workable for the damage on it?
Yep, that's fine. You couldn't hear me?
No, I couldn't.
Okay.
How many dice?
That's fine. Five is good.
6 body.
Okay. All right. No, he's fine. He lived through that just fine. He's just.
And I'm standing up.
Okay. All right, Rumble. What are you going to do?
I'm putting the meter stick back where I got it.
All right.
I am going to attempt to hit the hex where the droid up on the hill here is.
All right.
With a leap. And I'm basically trying a move through on him with my leap.
Okay.
So
It's a leap through.
it is. But I've got to hit the hex first.
Correct.
To land there, or at least come within a meter of it. So it's -3 because of range. And I gotta hit OCV 3, so I hit the hex.
Yep.
Just barely. And I am doing a move through on him. So that's 20 meters of movement, extra 3 dice 6. So let me just do a quick roll here.
Death from above.
Oh, I have to do the move through attack first. My bad. So that's going to be at a -2. I'm definitely leaping up there. How are you doing that? Oh, now it decides to work. So I missed with the move through.
Okay.
Why is your OCV only 3? Oh, because of -5?
Range.
No, actually, I shouldn't have bet the -2. It would have hit DCV 4. I put -2 on the move through it, and because I forgot that it calculated it automatically. No, actually, it didn't. It didn't. So it would have been -2 for the move through. Oh, yeah, you're right. I had the range modifier on there, so it would have hit DCV 5.
Yeah, it's still not enough.
Didn't figure.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. So I have saved actions for Sand Crab and Toxin. You guys doing anything?
Yeah, Sandcrab was going to scan his high-range radio frequencies to see if there's any transmitting channels that he might be able to find. Maybe a
tactical coordination net or something.
Yeah, something like that. Like maybe a cryptography skill roll with his high-range radio.
Interesting. You turn it on, and there is dead silence. Like, this is a weird dead silence. This is a silence that is a void of any. There's not even, normally there's a little bit of squelch. There isn't anything.
Do I pick up any?
It's like your
any
power's
of the
not
other
on.
heroes? Do I pick up any of the other heroes here as transmitting?
No, you don't get anything. Like it's broke. Like the power's off.
Like you're trying it in a Faraday cage.
All right.
Well, even then, I think there might seem like there's some interference. In this case, it's like the power's not even on, right? The sound a radio makes when it's off.
The thing is, with a Faraday cage, it basically doesn't let any EM in other than optical.
Right, but there might even be a little bit of hum or something from your own internal power source. There isn't anything. This is like strange.
Well, it's not something I've ever run across before. Being a scientist, I'm curious what this is.
Yeah, it's weird. Very weird. Okay, anything else you want to do?
Well.
No, that's all I can do. That's my two half actions.
All right.
Okay.
Toxin.
I will activate.
In what was it, 12?
Yeah, this is 12.
Okay. So I'm going to leap up 20 meters into the air and then glide down. I don't know if that would be my full action.
Okay, well, gliding's still movement, so what do you want to do? Glide down to the ground? Or glide where?
I want to stay up in the air for as long as possible. I'd like to end this phase up in the air if that's possible.
Okay. But where do you want to
go? Circling over here where kinetic rescue is.
Oh, okay. All right. I think you can unlock that and move it.
Okay.
Or got to be faster on the click.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, you're inside the rock.
Here I am. Okay. So is there a way to put me up in the air?
Yeah, you can use the gizmo.
Well, that's odd.
But otherwise, put a put a counter next to you for how many inches up in the air you are.
Okay.
Yeah, according to the 6th edition rulebook, gliding itself has been removed as a power, as a distinct
No, it's
power.
part of flight. It's part of flight. It's a limitation on flight.
You moving my lightning cube around? All right.
Sorry about that. I thought I moved it by accident, so I moved it back to where I thought it was.
No, I don't care. It's just fine. I just thought it was funny. I'm like, what do you do? Oh, he's moving my lightning cube. Okay. All right. Well. Yeah, there we go. I think everyone's moved in 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything goes dark.
Oh no.
Except the fog. And you hear this.
Now you've given away the whole plot.
Right. And you hear this.
That is all for now. But know this. I am the reckoning. I am the destroyer. And I am coming. So.
And I'm also on repeat. And you all wake up right where you were. In your taxi.
Okay.
In the cafe.
Oh, my coffee's cold.
In your office.
Has any time passed?
And
Am I still hurt, sore?
no, you aren't. And
Are the agents still there?
only about 30 seconds have gone by. The agent is not there anymore.
Well, we were only in combat for like 15 seconds, so that's about right.
So, you remember very clearly who you were fighting with. You remember the details of where the fight happened to be, the fog, the strange landscape.
What did he say his name was? I am the Destroyer. Is that what he said it was?
Yes.
And there you go. So what you do now will be up to you. And that
Where
ends,
is
and
the man
that
in
ends our
black?
game for today.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was great.
Good. We can.
I got to be a player.
Sorry there's so much trouble getting me in.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Well, we figured out how to do it, and
Sneaky
Next-
workaround.
next time I have a 5-controller version that I'm going to give to Jim, and that way it might be easier for you to get in with the 5-controller version. And even if you can't, we still know how to get you in. We'll just do the same way that we did this time.
Well, everybody, thanks for playing. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream now. So thanks for watching, guys.
Yes,
Yep.